Welcome back to another edition of Rendezvous with Alysia. Today's guest is Chris Koppel. She's a realtor buddy, and she's also a veteran. Now, you know I'm doing my Salute to Veterans series. I'm in Studio 93 Podcast, which is a veteran-owned company, and we're kind of touring Myrtle Beach, giving big salutes to all veterans. Today's show is going to be a little bit of a real estate roundtable because I'm dying to grill you about your new brokerage that you started, your experience in real estate that I think can help a lot of other people, your empowerment as a woman. But first...
Ooh, that's a lot, Alysia.
It's a lot. We're going to get through it, Chris. We'll get through it. But first, thank you for your service.
My pleasure.
Let's talk a little bit about your service to this amazing country that we live in.
Well, I am an Army veteran, Desert Storm veteran as well, also a 100% disabled veteran, so something people don't know about me. Loved the military, absolutely would have stayed in for a lifetime. We just had some things that happened in my life then, but it was always my honor to serve. I came from a military family. My father was a Navy veteran and many grandfathers before. My son actually was in the Army for a while, so we are a military family for sure.
And your son is also in the military, right?
He's not anymore. He is done as well, but yeah, he did some time in the military as well.
And your son-in-law was in the military as well.
Yes, he was. Actually, he was.
So your daughter married, somebody from the service, and your son was in the service. So true military family right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for your service.
And thank you for everything you do for veterans and for your son who's in the military.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're
You're
super proud of Jack. Yeah,
it's amazing.
The first show that we aired here was with Carol Dion, who's the president of the Blue Star Mothers of America, and she's the Coastal Carolina president. And I met her about 3 years ago, and I love everybody. I love everything that they do, and I'm really super proud to be a Blue Star mom.
It's amazing.
So, so what happened? You came out of the service, you got married, you had kids. How did real estate pop into this life of yours?
Real estate was always on my radar to do, except I didn't do it until later in life because I knew it was a full-time job, which a lot of people don't realize. It is a full-time, sometimes more than full-time, sometimes 60 hours a week. And I wanted to raise my kids. So prior to doing this, I owned a photography company for many years, and I could work that around my kids easier than I could real estate. So once my kids got their driver's licenses and they were pretty much doing their thing, then I jumped into real estate about 12 years ago.
We have to laugh here because that was the same thing for myself. Chris got his license in 2003, and I wanted mine so bad, and he was like, absolutely not until the kids are older. Yeah. You're going to hate me. And I felt like a caged animal. I was like, let me out. I got to do real estate. I want to sell. No, wait until the kids are older. You're going to thank me for it. Yeah. You're not going to be able to give 100% of yourself. You have to wait. And I waited, and then 8 years ago, I got my license as well, and he was right. Yeah. When you wait, you stay home, you raise your children, or whatever you work, whatever. Yeah. But real estate is 60 hours a week. Yeah.
No, it's very, very full-time, more than full-time.
It is more than full-time. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you in real estate?
Craziest thing that ever craziest thing. The biggest listing I ever got in my entire life, biggest listing I ever got. I called a lead that was on my website that happened to be looking for a property valuation. And so I decided, and this was early in my career, that I was going to dress myself up and go to that big listing appointment that the guy offered me. I showed up thinking I had a notion of what he was expecting me to show up as. And you should show up looking good. You should always do that. It ended up I got the listing. The reason I got the listing was because of this tattoo. Interesting story. We were sitting there talking. This gentleman actually owned coal mines in West Virginia, had a 7th grade education. He bought the coal mine that he worked in as a child. And the reason I made that connection with him was because I was a veteran and because I had tattoos that we were able to talk about. And so all of the high heels and pencil skirt I had on didn't make any difference at all. It was making a connection with him, and it blew my mind. And it changed how I did real estate. Yeah. It made me really focus on relationships with individuals. And I think that's where my success has come from, just being very focused on the individual in front of me and not coming with any kind of notion. I'm just coming to make a relationship. Yeah,
I feel like that's the same thing with us. Like, there's that brotherhood between Chris being, NYPD and FCNY. There's that brotherhood, and then there's that military family love. I got your 6, no matter what. Even though you're out of the service, we all have each other. And I feel like having that niche and having that individualized care really helped us grow our business as well down here.
It's a relationship business.
It is. Yeah. It's relationship over transactions.
Absolutely.
And some people are very transactional, I found, in this business, but relationships over transactions. But congratulations on your new brokerage.
Thank you. We're excited about it.
And this just happened this year.
Yeah, we opened it in July, and I didn't do it because I was unhappy where I was at. I did it because it was just a next natural step in my career. I'm so grateful to Innovate Real Estate and to other people who have spoken into my career and taught me and helped me and gave me wings. So for us, as I was a team leader before, ran a pretty successful big team, and I was paying all the expenses anyway. So it just made natural sense. And then, of course, I got into a relationship and friendship with our amazing broker in charge, is Melissa Urso. So when she kind of came into our sphere and joined our team, it then began to make more sense to me because I'm not the broker in charge of I'm in charge of agent development, but I didn't want to be a broker in charge. I'm not wired that way.
Yeah.
I'm very right-brained. I needed a left-brain partner. And so when she came on board, Alysia, it just made sense to try something new and different. It's more boutique feel, very focused on customer service, and we can just do some different things as a small brokerage.
Yeah, and your office is on Howard Avenue in Market Common,
So we
I
actually
believe.
have two offices. So we have the Howard Avenue office, which we have had forever. And then I opened a second agent space in the big building behind King Street Grill.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, where the veteran people are.
Yeah.
Right, we're on the third floor there. That's just kind of our agent hub. That's where we're there working and calling and doing all the agent things we do, dancing and doing crazy stuff.
Now let's plug the name of your brokerage because I don't think we said that.
It's Oasis Realty Collective.
Okay, perfect. Now, you had mentioned when you first walked in that you have a couple veterans events coming up or you wanted to give back more than what you already do for the veterans. So let's talk about those events.
Yeah, so we do a veterans event every year, and we have for as long as I've owned the team. And I'm very passionate about it. I'm passionate about giving back. We also do an event in the spring for the pups, pup here. So the veteran event is November 15th. We do a big cornhole tournament. So you can come play cornhole and you can do 50-50 raffles. We raffle off custom cornhole boards, and all of that goes to some organization that we're supporting. This year, we're supporting us for the second year an organization that trains dogs for PTSD veterans.
Perfect.
And we gave a dog away last year, which was really cool, to a veteran who that dog was specifically trained for.
Yeah.
So being able to give back locally is super important to me. I know there's a lot of national organizations you can give to, but I'm very passionate about local.
Yeah.
Local businesses, local organizations, and I want to keep our money here.
Yeah.
Helping our local veterans, and that's what it does.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, I hear and I see on Facebook, and you have Michelle. She's gone on the radio to plug all your events that you have, and you guys really do a lot of great deeds, and thank you for that as well. You guys are really involved in the community.
So
now, how long have you been in the Myrtle Beach area?
23 years.
Oh, and where were you before that?
Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Okay, I knew you were from up north. I just didn't know where. Okay, now how does your daughter like real estate?
It depends on the day, like any other realtor. No, she does. She does admin work for us and also works, and she sells as well. Okay. She does our marketing, social media for us, and she does a really good job, and she's kind of grown with the business. So, yeah, I don't know if she'll do it forever, but she's doing a great job now.
Excellent. Okay. What I want to ask you, young people coming on, let's give them some advice. I mean, granted, I'm in my 50s and I've only got 8 years under my belt here, but I have a lot of experience. Sometimes I feel like everything that could go wrong went wrong with me. Sure. I feel like I was the Murphy's Law of realtors. One of the things I spoke about at one of the podcasts that we did, I had a mortgage lender, the sponsor of the show, and I said, I once got a fake pre-approval. Now, it is so important when we get an offer on a listing that we have to verify that pre-approval and really make sure that this isn't a pre-qual. It's actually a pre-approval, and that they really are able to hopefully move forward before they get to underwriting and purchase our home. Well, when I called to check on the pre-approval, it was fake. The lender said, oh my God, they came in here about 6 months ago. They were approved for half. They whited that out, reprinted it somehow on some app or whatever, and came out and gave you, they're not approved for that much at all. Yeah. So I had to do my due diligence, but a lot of times, to me, I feel, and maybe you do too, you can take all the 60 hours, 90 hours, 130 hours of education. It's the experience that really grows you. And some people say, oh, I got my license, but they and you always post about this, they can't take the experience. It breaks them. How do we tell these new agents coming on, like, stick it out? You're going to get kicked in the nuts. Things are going to happen. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, keep going when you get kicked in the nuts. I definitely will tell them that. But I think the thing I tell with agents, I've trained a lot of agents, mentored a lot of agents, is you have to look at this as a full-time job, period. You're showing up to work and you're the boss. If you were a W-2 employee, this is the bottom line. the reason I think most agents fail is, one, they give up too soon, and two, they don't look at it like it's a full-time job, and they let themselves off the hook when it gets hard. So I tell new agents, you have to come with the mindset that this is my job. I am the boss. If I don't show up, I don't get paid, just like if you were a W-2 employee. It's a mindset difference. And the thing about our industry that's different from any other industry is it takes time, even for you and I who are busy realtors. If I write a deal today, I'm not getting paid for 2 months, right? So learning how to manage money, how to live on a budget, and understand that it is not an immediate thing. Over time, and I say to my agents all the time, if you're working full time and you're doing the follow up and doing the things you need to do, by year 3, your business becomes more referral based. You still have to do the calls, you still have to do the open houses, do the things, but if you'll work real hard for 3 years, then you'll see a change in your business. And it tends to be true almost all the time.
Yeah. And I see too, a lot of realtors, they don't want to invest in themselves.
Right.
And I remember my first commission check, Chris said, okay, now turn around and buy all office equipment and business. I said, no way. I want to take the kids somewhere. I want to go out to dinner. He goes, no, you own a business. Get yourself a new laptop. Get yourself a new cell phone. You need a couple new dresses. Go buy a couple wigs. You know what I mean? Like, do what you need to do to get that next sale.
Absolutely.
Don't spend it frivolously. And a lot of new agents don't. They don't see that this is an actual business. You got to put it back in.
I think for some agents that they'll get a $7,000 commission check, just a random, the biggest check they've ever had in their life. And so when they don't have good counsel like that going in, they don't understand what's going to be paid in taxes. What do you need to set aside for your business? And so that's all stuff that we train on too with our agents. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So what makes your brokerage, your new brokerage that you just opened, how are you marketing yourself and getting yourself out there? Going from being a team leader on a team and now being the head honcho. I mean, that's it's still kind of the same. You're still a leader. You're still the one in charge. But do you notice a shift in how you have to do things now, or is it very the same? Like, what are you doing differently now that you have the new brokerage?
Interestingly, it's very similar. You would think it would be different, but because my team ran like a small brokerage, I was paying all of the expenses, doing all the things. What shifted is the branding. Mm-hmm. So the way we're handling social media is the same. I take that back. We have to do more because you have a new name. So now my name is no longer associated, like it's not the Chris Koppel team anymore, right? So now we have to get people to know who Oasis is. But in terms of the way that it operates, it's very, very similar to the way it was because we were kind of like a small brokerage anyway. Yeah. But we are getting more focused on doing more video, more consistent content, really pressing into TikTok a lot. We get a lot of leads from TikTok. Yeah. So really pressing in and doing a ton of video is really kind of where we're focusing and doing it consistently. Where before, we weren't doing it as consistently. So I would say consistency is the difference now because we have to stay in front of people all the time.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to be so consistent, and people don't do that. Chris has been teaching this, the social media for sales class, for 8 years. Since we were back in New York, we were teaching it to the New York, our fellow realtors. And that was the biggest issue was, Chris, help me. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the TikTok. I'm going to do the Facebook. I'm going to do the Instagram. The consistency then went out the window. Yeah. And it's like, well, it didn't work. It wasn't because we didn't teach you right. It's because you didn't stay consistent. Right. And now we see all these years later, the agents are really now, 8 years later, picking up their consistency, and they're doing amazing.
Yeah. All the difference in the world.
Yeah. It was setting that time in that place and really being headstrong on, okay, like me, I do the Rendezvous with Alysia. It's Tuesdays at 7. I have to stay consistent for that. And I'm starting to get a bigger following than what I had. But we've been doing podcasts for the past anywhere between 13 and 15 years. Since back in New York, we had our own radio show. We were on FM radio. We did television. We did movies. We did so much. Yeah. Now we're just bringing it back in a different way. We kind of reinvented the way we wanted to do. We're not doing actors and celebrities. We're now doing realtors, which I'd like to sit with more realtors and give more advice to the new realtors and stuff. And it's always going to be about the veterans for us. Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about Maverick. Since he's sound asleep, he's such a good boy.
Well, no, Maverick's just my little dachshund. He's not a service dog. I was asked when I came in if he was, but no. But I'm very passionate about animals generally. I know you are as well. Yeah. We do an event in the spring for the local humane societies to make money for them as well. But I'm a big fan of all dogs. It's one of the reasons I got attracted to the veteran that we're going to be supporting is, he utilizes the beautiful hearts of dogs to help veterans get better. So he's my little unofficial
Oh, he's so
Therapy
cute.
dog, but he's a good boy.
He was so tiny when you got him. I saw
You
those
remember how
pictures.
little he was?
He was
He
so
was so
little.
teeny.
Oh my God. And he gets along great with the other dogs.
All of them.
Okay.
It's a pack, 4 of them.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of kids, get dogs.
I
you
know,
do.
it's true. So you're an empty nester as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we. That was hard for me to be because I had the twins and they graduated. She went away to college and he went off to the Marines. And
Yeah.
I was like, and Chris retired. So now Chris home all day long and no kids. And I was like, this is so weird. It was
Yeah.
like uncomfortable. It was sad at times. And it was good at times. I got to realize who I was and get a piece of me back.
Right.
But I miss the kids, a lot.
I miss my kids too. My son is in Atlanta. He's an engineer and he lives in Atlanta, graduated from Clemson, and he's home. He has a big job going in Charleston, so I see him about once a month. My daughter, however, will always live 5 minutes from me. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
So she stays pretty close to me all the time. I do miss my son now. I miss seeing him a lot, but I'm also enjoying this stage of life too. I've kind of gotten over the grieving part of not mothering every day and have really stepped into that. It is so cool to have kids who are adults that you can travel with and have fun with, and you don't have to parent them so much anymore.
Yeah.
You advise them now. It's totally what the decisions they make are their decisions now.
Exactly.
So I'm really at the point of enjoying the stage of life with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
And
see
looking forward to grandbabies. soon.
Oh, I can't even imagine. I'm not
Yeah.
ready for that yet. Mine are only 22. I'm not ready for that. Yeah, too young.
Mine are a little older.
You're always out on the boat. You're hanging out. I see you out there.
Yeah.
You really are enjoying life.
I love life. It's short, as we've seen in this last
Yes.
week or so, how crazy and short life can be. I'm determined to live it to the best I can because I don't have a promise for the next minute. So
Right,
I'm gonna
exactly.
enjoy life and do the best I can with it.
Yeah. So if you could leave off with some words of wisdom to young, new real estate agents, what would you tell them? Like they just graduated today. Give them some really great real life advice.
I'll tell you 3 things. 1, interview several agencies, brokerages until you find the perfect fit. Don't go with the first one because it's more often than not going to be the right one. So I always, when people come to me and want to join whether my team or brokerage, I'm like, I will sit and talk with you all day, but go interview 3 more.
Yeah.
Because you need to get a feel for, because we're all different. Every brokerage has something cool to offer. Nobody has all of the answers. So that would tell them first. Second, go into it understanding that you have now gone into business. Get an LLC, understand how to handle your money, get an accountant, and treat it like it's a real business. Be very serious about it. And 3, check your mindset every single day. Every single day, do it anyway. That's my motto. I don't care whether you feel like doing it, because most things we don't feel like doing, whether it's working out or whatever, right? When I want the pizza, but I see the salad, I need to choose the salad because it's the right thing, although I don't always do that. But come with the right mindset that says just do it anyway, because more often than not, and you would probably agree, we don't feel like doing the things that build our business. We like the part of being in front of the client. We like the part of writing the deal and doing that part, showing the houses. There's so much that happens prior to that to get to that point. So show up every day with the mindset that says, I'm going to do it anyway because I know that I am building a funnel for the future. So just consistently do it anyway. That needs to be your motto. Do it anyway, whether you feel like it or not.
Excellent. Great advice, Chris. Thank you so much. Now, one last plug for your veterans event that you have in November
15th at Tidal Creek Brewhouse. We will be there. You can sign up. You'll start seeing it on social media soon, and I'll send it to you when I do it.
Perfect.
You can sign up to come play cornhole. There are cash prizes for the winner, so that's kind of cool. There are like professional cornholers around here, so we make sure there's 2 divisions, so you're not playing against the professional. We got sandbagged one year. We learned our lesson with the professional cornholers. But we'll have music and prizes and all kinds of stuff, ways that you can give back to this veterans organization. It is a super fun day. Plus, there's cold beer and food and all the things. So definitely come out and hang out with us. I'd love for you guys to come and see us.
Well, come. Who doesn't like cold beer?
I love
Actually,
cold beer.
I don't drink beer at all. I don't like beer. Isn't that weird? Like, I think I kissed a guy once when I was in my teens, and I remember the beer tasted good on the kiss, but then drinking it, I don't like it. I just can't do beer.
Well, they have other stuff.
Oh, yeah, wine. I like wine.
Yeah, they have wine. They've got Prosecco on tap. I mean, you can get whatever you want at Tidal Creek Brewhouse. They're awesome, too. Tidal Creek's a great place, and they're great partners for us. All of our events are done there.
Yeah.
And they donate that space to us because we're giving back. And he's also a veteran. You know, Tidal Creek is owned by a veteran.
We'll have to go to Tidal Creek then. We'll have to hit
Adrian's
there.
amazing, and they're getting ready to open a big pickleball court thing, so you should go talk to them. They're amazing. Yeah,
definitely.
He's a great guy.
Thanks, Chris. I will.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. Tuesdays at 7. Rendezvous with
Calling
Alysia.
all first responders, healthcare professionals, and military personnel. Are you ready to take the next steps in your home buying or selling journey? My name is Alysia Stern. I'm a licensed realtor in New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida, and the founder of the Heroes Agents. You have made tremendous sacrifices for all of us, and it is our honor to assist you in your real estate journey. To express our gratitude, we offer hero rebates and customized services tailored to fit your unique needs. Our commitment is to help you find your perfect home or enhance the value of your current property. We are also dedicated to supporting you in securing financial resources and smoothly navigating the mortgage process, guiding you every step of the way. To date, we have proudly given back over $50,000 to heroes like you as a way to say thank you. The Heroes Agents are here to serve you and make the process as easy and stress-free as possible while giving back with no strings attached. Reach out to us today at 833-TOP-HERO. That's 833-TOP-HERO. Or visit theheroesagents.com.